So this is Isaiah 62, verse 8. And the Lord hath sworn by his right hand, and by the arm of his strength, surely I will no more give thy corn to be meat to thine enemies. Okay? And what that means is that in our kingdom, everything that we work for is going to be for us only. Okay? Even the food that we gather up, even the grapes that we gather up, is going to be for our benefit. Our civilization, our empire is going to be for our benefits. And that's what it means that the Lord is not going to give our meat to the strangers. In other words, the strangers is referring to the other nations. Okay, like the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, the Edomites, the so-called Europeans, the Hamites, the so-called Africans, and all that stuff. All right, the Moabites, the Ammonites, which are the so-called Chinese and Japanese. Okay, these people are not going to be able to take our goods, man. You know, we ain't going to be working so they can eat up our goods. That's not going to happen. We're going to be working for each other, and we're going to benefit each other, basically, man. All right? So it says, I will no more give thy corn to be meat to thy enemies, and the sons of strangers shall not drink thy wine. For the which thou hast labored, that's right. So everything that we labor for is going to be for our benefit. You know, even our servants that we're going to have one day, it's going to be for our benefit. All right? So let's keep reading. It says, now that's going into something else. Yeah, that's going into something else. So, now what I want to do, I want to revert back to what I was going to earlier before about the evil day. That's what I want to go back to. And I want to read an article based on what's going on in America, the mainland, Babylon the Great. Okay? Babylon the Great ought to be destroyed. Yeah, I didn't even say that, man. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was how they have Russian army men set to police Americans on American soil. All right, and not only to police them, but to also kill them too. All right. Now, it would have been beautiful if I would have had that article out there, because that would have basically fulfilled the prophecy. I would have brought out the prophecy and it would have went beautifully well. But you know, the Spirit and the power of the Lord, we're still going to continue His word anyway. So it reads, we're going to get Isaiah 13. Verse 18. Matter of fact, I read verse 17 and it reads, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. And that's the Russians, all right? They shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, and their eyes shall not spare children. So these UN troops, these Russian UN troops that's on the soils of America, what they're going to do is they're going to police the American people, right? And if they get out of line, they're going to kill them eventually. Okay? So that's what that's talking about. All right? Because when martial law is declared in America, the American government is going to use the Russian troops to police Americans. The American soldiers are not going to police them. All right? And it makes a lot of sense, too, because when you check it out, if you have American soldiers policing Americans, that you're going to have soldiers that are going to have to police their families or their loved ones. So they said, you know what we're going to do is we're going to seal that out, and we're going to bring out the Russian military to police Americans. All right? And that's what Obama has set up. Which that ain't my president. He ain't nothing but he's nothing but a marshmallow head that's a puppet for the elites. That's all he is. He's just doing the bidding of the bankers that set him up in the first place. Okay? So let's keep reading. It says in 18, their bows also shall dash their young men to pieces, And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. They're not going to have no pity on pregnant women over there. All right, let's read. I'm going to read that nice and slowly. It says, and their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. That's Satan. Anyway, let's keep going. So it says, where is that before? This is right. It says, and the glory is like it. This is verse 18 again. It says, and their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall not have no pity on the fruit of the womb. So these UN military Russian officers, they're not going to have no pity on pregnant women. So if the American people get out of line, then they're going to go to killing them anyway. Okay? And that day is becoming, that day is getting nearer and nearer. The day of Jacob's trouble is getting nearer and nearer. Because I had the article, but you know, I didn't save it on my phone. But they got those soldiers down there. They got those UN Russian military soldiers down there just set up so that when an hour of martial law is declared, then they can police the American people and kill them at the same time. So a lot of you people, you're gonna see what you never thought you would ever be able to see, or witness whatever you're not able to witness. Your witness is all about is the Hebrew Israelites, the truth of the Bible. That's all what this is all about. You wonder, well, yeah, you know what according to the Bible, what is that? Now I'm not sure what this is.
No, I'm not talking about anything.
Oh, this is about, right? This is the truth of the Bible. Now the truth of the Bible is the true world called Jesus Christ, right? He was the so-called black man, right? And,
Okay.
you know, and I don't say that for truth, but he only came to save his people only. He didn't come to save the whole world. All right. But anyway, let's continue on. This is Isaiah 13, verse 18 again. It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, and their eyes shall not spare children. That's right, and their eyes are not going to spare children. Because even if the children get out of line on the day of martial law, they're going to be put to death too by the Russian soldiers. And that's what we coming out here to teach in these days, man. We coming out here to teach that there's going to become great calamities on this planet that your government's got set up. That's why your prime ministers, your presidents have passed a numerous amount of legislations so that when that time comes, or a great incident happens, or some sort of cyber attack happens, then they'll basically be able to enact those legislations which that they have passed. All right? Because they've already passed the legislation, so all they need is an incident to happen so they can go use those legislations on you people. All right? And if possibly put you to death, put you in a concentration camp, and put your asses to death. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's going to come down to, man. You know, these local police officers you see, they're going to change their uniform. And their uniform is going to be a militarized, scared uniform. And they're going to come down on the people on a very violent manner, in the most violent way ever. And they won't be spared, and they're not going to spare no children, man. But this is dealing with America, though. America's going to get it the worst. Because you got them UN soldiers prepared, man, just to get in the ass of Americans, man. Alright. You go to keep reading the reads. It says, and Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, and the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. That's right. It's not going to be no more. And it's not referring to ancient Babylon. It's referring to the modern day Babylon, which is America. Right? So the excellency and the beauty of this particular empire will never be no more. Okay, it's going to be no more once the Lord gets done away with it, man. As we always teach the Israelites from the Great Millstone 7, teach that America's going to be destroyed. Okay, and we teach that martial law, the mark of the beast, is going to come down. That's what we teach out here, man. And a lot of you people are going to witness the severity of this environment. This environment will turn from a peaceful one to a very violent one indeed. Okay? And that's what it's going to come down to, man. That's what it's going to come down to. So we're going to read Isaiah 13. So this is Isaiah 13 verse 19. And it reads, Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, and the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Because when you take a look back of Sodom and Gomorrah, how it was destroyed, you had them brimstones that destroyed it. You had those fire rocks that destroyed that city. But what you're gonna have is you're gonna have nuclear missiles. They're gonna be the new brimstones that's gonna overthrow that city. And the beauty of America and all that stuff and the excellency of it is gonna be no more. It's gonna be destroyed, man. All right. That's why you got them other nations. They got those nuclear missiles. Because they're gonna use those. And by the way, what I like to say as well is that even in the UK, Great Britain has a missile called the Brimstone. Okay? Alright, you got the military of this country that have the missile called the Brimstone. So that's how you know that we close. We're dead close of the great mustering of the host of the battle. We're close to this Armageddon. Alright? I'm gonna put it out there one more time. You got a missile that the UK military has called the Brimstone. So just like Sodom and Gomorrah, how it was destroyed back then, that's how America's going to be destroyed. What's going on, man? You got a question?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I have a big question.
I can't hear you, man.
You know, I have a pool, I don't know what it's... sometimes I am work every day.
Right.
Looking for every hour, every second. Because I don't know what I'm looking for.
Are you looking for something?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
My question is crazy because sometimes I'm tired, you know.
I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying, my man. I don't understand. Go somewhere else, man. But I don't understand what you're saying.
Hello.
This is all about.
I know about tribe tribes.
Oh, so you're dealing with us.
Yeah. I'm Welsh, so I'm supposed to be the tribe of Dan. Evidently.
That's, but you know what I'm going to say this, man. Tribe of Dan, that's a whole other thing.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the tribe of Dan is amongst the tribes. The Lord is going to reveal the tribe of Dan is. But you're not from the tribe of Dan. You're either Edomite or you're on the side. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because you have a lot of Welsh that go back to the Moors and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, based on that alone, you might be from each.
I think it was Zebulun. I looked it up before.
Now, you're not Zebulun. Zebulun is the people of Canada.
Eye colour as well.
What's that?
Something to do with the tribe of Israel.
No, it ain't gonna do with the eye color. You got some people that say it's not simple to do zodiac sign like the Russians.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this too. I mean, because you got our people that are scattered abroad. You know, this is not really a black thing or
Yeah.
This is about the Israelites.
Yes.
Okay, but the thing about it is you got to come to each one of yourselves to receive salvation. And on top of that, if you don't come to know this, in the future to come, you're going to fulfill the call of sin. After this society is destroyed, all the classes of Christ, some people will have
We're going to be back where we started, mate. We're going to be back where we started.
Well, you can say that. You can say that because the way it was to be was we were supposed to be fine. The reason why we didn't have this is that's why we wanted to say
It's so interesting, isn't it? Because we're so stuck in our little way of today. Look at us today. And we've got the big picture. It doesn't necessarily involve what I might think, what I might identify with.
I'm going to show you what I mean by that.
It's not like the King James Bible. Oh, well, he left out loads of stuff. Well, he took out loads of stuff.
No,
You know
what
all
happened
about
was, basically he had scholars. He had 47 plus scholars. And King James, he was the so-called black man as well. He was European. So he basically something. Okay, he was the king of Sutton. He had other scholars under him to find books and stuff. So reading this Bible was really compacted in Hebrew. So they found it in the books and they translated it and stuff like that to the English.
He took out lots of books.
He took the books out, it's the Bible instruction. He took the books out. I have all the books on my phone. I got the other side of the books on my phone.
Okay.
I want to read this to you though. This is Acts. Now I'll go to Matthew. Matthew 12. Verse 15. Is it 15? Yeah, there it is right here. So this is verse 15. Chapter 15, verse 24. Matthew. It says, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So that's who the word for Jesus Christ is. He said that he's only sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Because our people are lost sheep. There was lost sheep back then in the Roman Empire, and they lost sheep now. So my job is to bring those people back. That's our job. We're not out here for all the obligation. We got on the side the salvation and the ability. You know what I'm saying? But if you are the side, you have a chance to repent and back to this. You know what I mean? In the spirit, because like I was saying about you have a lot of Welsh, you have Irish, you have a lot of Italians too, that go back to these people.
Okay.
So if the spirit leads you to this, you're one of us. I can't say, you don't like to go inside.
Yeah.
If the spirit leads you to this, then you're one inside. You know? And that's just the thing about it. But another thing I want to tell you as well is that when I'm also dealing with, if you can look down for me, right? Is this
I've got glasses on, but
okay.
oh God, yes, all this stuff that's going on, the chemtrails and
Right.
the poisoning and.
But really, what this is all about, this is about like martial law and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know?
What's happening in America, particularly?
Yeah, it's happening in America.
Well, with the FEMA camps, poisoning people with the vaccines, enforced vaccination, murdering people with. They've been doing it here for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, saying, with all the geoengineering, flooding people.
Yeah.
People don't understand. My parents have seen it. They've seen the chemtrails spraying, so they've actually seen what's going on. But they're frightened, you know. Mum, you can't be frightened.
Yeah,
You're an old person, just got nothing to lose.
yeah, but though, it has to come to pass. And the reason why these things are coming to pass is because it's the Lord has to fulfill His word. I'm gonna show you something. This is Matthew's 24. Matter of fact, before I read it, I want to explain what this is all about. Now, this stuff here, like how you have right now, as it stands, the economy's down, and all that stuff. And what you also have, basically a lack of jobs and young people being out of work, not being able to pay the debt because they went to university and stuff like that. They not protesting, and other situations you have people protesting as well. But then eventually it's going to get down to this martial law.
Oh, it's already happening.
No, you gonna know it ain't happening now. You gonna know when it's gonna happen. But when it does happen, basically, man, it's gonna be very harsh. It's gonna be very rough.
That's why they're trying to stop the guns in America, because they don't.
Because they don't want the people. Right.
And yet they tell them, well, you must have a gun to defend yourself.
Right.
It's crazy. Everything is back to front, upside down. What they say is one thing, and especially we see it here because it's on the bloody, I don't know the telly, but you hear it on the radio. They'll say, will say one thing. I know he's just got that thing.
Yeah.
He'll say one thing, and he goes, oh, it's obviously the opposite way. So what's he saying there? Promise to look after, using our money.
Because what they're doing is speaking about that. The taxpayers' money that they're using, because we all pay tax here. They're using that money for the war. That's what they're doing, but they have to do it because the Spirit of the Lord is leading them to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot bigger than what I think it would be.
Oh yeah, it's been going on for a long time. So it's at least a 100-year plan. The recent thing is a 100-year plan, and we're in the midst of it going, no. It's really happening because we're frightened because we don't know how to stop it.
I say this to you though. There's nothing you can do about it. It just has to play out. Let me show you something real quick. This is Matthew 24. It says, when you shall hear of wars, there's rumors of wars, and see that ye be not troubled, because won't be hearing about wars like Syria, all that stuff.
All that made up stuff.
No, it's not made up. It's actually going to happen.
Yeah, but it's happening because the so-called Zionists want the Golan Heights, and they've already got the Golan Heights. And so they caused the problems in so-called problems in Syria, so that they couldn't invade or they didn't get America to invade Syria. They got all the gas. Well, it's not just that. We don't need the gas, electric, and the oil because it's so cheap. Controlling the water.
Right, but you know what it is though? You know why they want to go into Syria? Because Syria is the gateway to go to Iraq.
Yeah.
That's where they're going. That's why you have the Russian troops. They're down to protect. So this war is definitely on the going. It's definitely
Well,
going.
I think the Russians and the Zionists are working together. They're pretending they're not. All the religions pretend they're not. I mean, they must all be Arabic, they must be working together.
They are.
Murder, there'd be more murder. So I don't think a lot of people know what you're talking about, really. Underneath it all.
Yeah, but
They really do.
you're right about that. They are working together. Putin is in it too. But what they want to do is they want to establish a new world order. So what they want to do is they have bunkers. They have underground bunkers.
Yes.
So why they have underground bunkers? Because they want to set this Third World War, right? And they think that they're going to escape it. But you know what though? I'll say this: they will escape.
Some will.
They're so close. Well, they think that they're going to come back. They're going to basically activate this war. And then once the war's happening, they think that after the war's done, they're going to come back out of their bunkers and reestablish themselves.
Maybe not.
But that's not going to happen.
No.
What's going to happen is they're going to go out of the bunker. I don't think it's a piece of where it says, my hands are bring them up. So these noblemen, that's all they are. They're noble. So they're noble. So they're going to survive. They're only put in captivity, slavery. Because we're going to be the living, right? We're going to be the living. We're going to come back down, put them in chains. I'm going to show you that too.
Very interesting. The arrogance of these our so-called rulers.
Yeah, they're going to be brought down.
Underneath quite a lot of the royal parks. What did we go the other day? The Green Park, St James's Park, I think it was.
Okay.
There's underground bunkers all underneath that.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the, well, they might say they're car parks, but they're not car parks. They go much under. Stores down there.
Yeah.
So we're really interested in what they're doing to water at the moment. I'm interested in all the springs and the holy wells and the sacred sites. What we put on top of it. So I am interested in it. It's, well, yeah.
Matthew 24, verse 6. It says, when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. It says, I'll slow down for you. It says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things must come to pass. The martial law, the Third World War, they have to come to pass. In order for the Lord to set up his empire, his kingdom of heaven on earth. See, because we've all been taught, because I used to go to the Christian church myself. We've all been taught that heaven is going to be in the sky soon. No, it's going to be on earth.
It has to be.
It's going to be on earth.
Us hearts, and that's why we try to find to each other, because we can, one to one. We should try and be kind to each other, pass things on.
But, I mean, even if we are kind to each other, even though we are kind to each other, hey, this prophecy is still going to play out.
Oh yeah, it's like we're sitting in the waiting room doing in the meantime, we might as well be nice.
What's that?
I said in the meantime, we might as well be nice.
Yeah, as you choose, you know. But yeah, I'm going to read this too. This is Isaiah 55, verse 11. Isaiah 55, verse 11, and it reads, it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, and it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. This is why these things will happen, because you got some people that will say, well, the Third World War might happen, or it's a lie or whatever. or this and that and the third, but it will have to come to pass.
Yeah.
Because the Most High, he's a Lord of his word. So if he says something that's going to, he said that it's going to happen, he's going to activate that.
Yeah.
It's really happening. I can't do nothing about it. You can't do anything about it. Because you got these protesters, they're trying to protest to stop corruption.
I know.
But it's a waste.
So
You know?
you and your flags. I went on this one of the spray dumbing down and everything. And I went to just have a look at the carbon, call it climate change mark. I said, these people are nuts. We need carbon dioxide for life. And they're going, stop carbon now. Going, how did you get here? On a plane. I went, oh, there you go then. And I didn't go, oh, I just watched them with me. They're all with their plastic bags and their polystyrene cups and their, you know, and I start, go your way, you know, just go your way, just sit under the tree and go nuts.
Because a lot of those protesters, they don't really got no sense, man.
No idea.
They ain't got
You
no
know,
sense.
they sign a little thing on the internet and then they go, right, now I'm going to watch driven smoke trucks or something.
Yeah.
So, you know, let them get on with it, I say.
Well, there you go. There you go.
You can't tell them anything. It's funny.
And they're getting another reason why. You know, this society has to push it. It's going to go down the way it's going to go down. It's because of what happened to our people. You know, because back in the day, you know, son, the reason why this kingdom is going down is because what happened to those people back in the day.
Well, you're going to have to get your cellophane. Oh, God, yes.
This is why these things are happening.
Yes.
If you check it out, it tells you, numbers. I think it's numbers
Poison people, stuff in their blankets, smallpox,
right.
measles, the Tuskegee, and the sclerosis, yeah, all that. It's all coming out, you know, we telling people about these things and they go,
That's all matters. Because there's a thing such as reincarnation. The same people that are on this stuff, they're walking around on earth today.
Yeah.
You see? I'm going to show you this. Isaiah 14. That's another reason why this stuff has to happen. Because it tells you in the Bible that whatever man sow, that's just going to reap.
It's all really coming to pass now.
Yeah, it is. It's gradually coming to pass. Yeah.
See how people are trying to live one way. It is funny though, you know, with the internet.
What's that?
With the internet, you know, these people are saying, oh, we're star seeds or ascended ones, we're this, that and the other, we're hope, you know. I said, what, are you kind? Yeah.
This is Isaiah 14, right? And we read, matter of fact, verse 21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, and they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the glory. Okay? And that's what the Lord is preparing, the slaughter. He's going to use these men, these military men, because I was reading something, you know, it was about the UN troops.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you heard about it, right? The UN troops.
People think, oh, the UN, they're doing good for their, you know, the world, what do you call them?
The United Nations.
Yeah, the World Health Organization.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you know, they said they're helping people and they're
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Yeah, the North Atlantic, what is it? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what they got going is they got these UN troops, but they're prepared.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
For that day to
Yeah,
come.
it's definitely prepared.
And that's why them same prophets, you know the zone.